Good afternoon, Pokesports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. My friends, today, this team is here by one Mr.Curtastic from the Discord. If you would like to submit your own team, go on over to our Discord in the link down below. Go on over to the Rental Codes channel, or the Rental Teams channel, Rental Codes it's called, and go and drop your rental code, drop your Pokepaste. I might just use it in the team just like I am right now. We're going to be using this team with a Dachsbun of all things. Dachsbun is actually a really interesting Pokemon. Well-Baked Body is a really cool ability, and I'm going to be trying to show it off in this episode here. But first, let's talk about the rest of the Pokemon, right? We've got Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, and Magnezone. These three Pokemon just do a ton of damage, almost kind of fitting in their own little core. You're usually seeing like Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, Iron Bundle as the three Pokemon that kind of go well with each other. But this time, Magnezone has that same kind of fun synergy with Chi-Yu, with Fluttermane. Or you could even just opt to Volt Switch the Magnezone out into Chi-Yu with your Fluttermane beside, and then do even more damage with Beads of Ruin dropping on the field. Then we've also got Dachsbun, WO-CHIEN, and Tauros. Tauros is finally making an appearance back on one of my teams, or not one of my teams, one of the teams that I'm showing, Mr.Curtastic, this is yours, where Tauros just has that Intimidate that what's his face, Arcanine has, however, also has Aqua Jet, also has Raging Bull, also has Close Combat. These are all abilities and attacks that Arcanine just doesn't have. Gyarados just doesn't have. So it's interesting to kind of fill that niche that Tauros can fill in the priority moves, in the high damaging fighting stabs, and in the screen destroyers, I would even say, in Raging Bull. I am super excited to use this team. I think it's going to be really, really good. Mr.Curtastic went and used it to get back over to Master Ball. So, hey, anything is possible. Let's go give this team a try. Join me now. And our first team is using a Jolteon. This is refreshing. Okay. So no Paradoxmon. Wow. Okay. No Paradoxmons, no Ruinousmons in this whole team. However, I have been completely wrecked by Olive and Arboliva. So I will not ever underestimate a team like that again. Now, okay, looking at this, hold on. I need to move this over. Looking at this team here. There we go. Looking at this team here, I'm seeing Fluttermane can do quite a bit of work here. Intimidate does quite a bit of work with, what, 1, 2, 3 Pokemon at least. In fact, I almost want to lead with Tauros because I don't really think I need it very much later on, but I could use it to break a nice disguise. I could use it to close combat the Baxcalibur. There's some fun things we can do there. WO-CHIEN could bring that in the back. I like Flubbergane. Does Flubbergane work here though? I think I'm going to go ahead and bring Zigma. WO-CHIEN, I don't think I need to bring... I don't think I need to bring it right in the first game here. WO-CHIEN does a lot of really cool things. We've got Pollen Puff on this, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, so this thing, like, it stays alive. That is its job, that is its purpose. It's just to stay alive. So there's that Mimikyu I was talking about. So having Magnezone up, not Magnezone, Tauros is actually going to be pretty relevant. However, I should be a little concerned about the Volcarona's ability to do damage here. If I go for Raging Bull, are they going to hit me with a Trick Room? Hold up. Probably not. Probably not. But Terra Water could actually be quite smart here. Having the fighting type doesn't really do me any favors. And Magnezone doesn't need to Terra Flying. I think I am going to hit it with a Volt Switch, though. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit that with a Volt Switch. Going to double into it. That way, if there's any, like, if there's a Citrus Berry, I might still be in a little bit of trouble, but if there's a Focus Sash, then I should be okay. Okay, well, they're just gonna let me do it. I love it when they just let me do it. Especially when I Terra Water, because this means I just get to break a disguise for free. Ooh, I love it when I don't when I don't have to play the first turn. Ooh, Confuse Ray. Interesting Mimikyu set. Interesting Mimikyu set. So Magnezone's confused. Good thing that this is hopefully the only turn that I'm gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, okay, good. Cool. So you're able to bust the disguise, bye-bye Mimikyu's disguise, and Magnezone's gonna go and get out of there. Bye. Fluttermane is probably safe here. Yeah. Just go ahead and send out Fluttermane. What is the next Pokemon going to be? This is going to be the deciding factor between if I should single target both things or if I should switch into Chi-Yu and Dazzling Gleam. That's a Baxcalibur. I can close combat that. I don't need to switch out just yet. However, I am still going to Shadow Ball the Mimikyu though. Yeah. If they target my Fluttermane, I still have Focus Sash and I'm just going before everybody here. First game seems to be going quite well. Here goes the close combat, and down it goes. Just one hit in all the bonds. I feel the need to... I don't know. I feel the need to, like, idle switch into another Pokemon, because it's 1v2 here. Just throw the guy a bone, you know? Oh, there's the Sylveon. Okay. Well, we'll go for a quick little attack here and a quick little Moonblast there. That does the most, right? That is the most effective thing to do right now, yeah? Yeah, it is. Thought I saw a spider crawl across my desk. Nope. Oh. We're terastallizing into Fairy. Okay. It's just double Fairy Sylveon. We'll take it out nice and quick, and we'll go into game 2. Get an extra game up in there. I love it when the games go quick. It means we have time for more. I mean, hey, maybe... Well, never mind. I was about to say maybe this Terra Fairy Sylveon will, you know, pull out an interesting... What's it? Hyper Voice. Knock out my Tauros. Bring my Fluttermane down to 1, and then quick attack next turn. But no. Not so. Not so. Okay, well... That was nice and easy. Let's go straight into game 2. Yeah? Let's play another one. Come on. And our next battle is up against Craig. So Craig here is using a team that I'm familiar with. And again, this is more Series 2. I'm playing Series 3 in a Regulation C and a Regulation B world today, I guess. Going for WO-CHIEN could be interesting. However, there's a lot of Psychic to do damage to my Poison Terra type, and there's a lot of, well, and there's fire and fighting and lots of scary things for that WO-CHIEN that I don't really want it to be taking right now. So what if we just go with the whole Chi-Yu Fluttermane? Does that... I think that does enough. The problem is if they lead Indeedee Armarouge. Do I have a counter to Indeedee Armarouge? I have Dachsbun. I do have Dachsbun. I don't hate that. Okay. Okay. There's not going to be like any U-turn shenanigans into, or flip turn or anything into the Armarouge or into the Indeedee. I don't think so. I think we are going to go with Chi-Yu. Fluttermane is nice to bring in the back, and then what do I have against the, I don't know, the Amoonguss, the Garganical? Let's go with this. Yeah, so going with the Tauros, that would counter the Armarouge pretty well, that would counter the Garganical pretty well, so I think we'll be okay with that choice. Hopefully we just won't need it. Hopefully the lead of Dachsbun Chi-Yu will just be enough. You know? But anyway, here comes that Indeedee Armarouge. Just hitting it with a double Snarl, honestly, should probably do enough of a job to at least keep me alive on that first turn. So here comes the Psychic Surge. This Chi-Yu is Choice Scarfed. However, I do think that the Indeedee will be forced to go for a Follow Me here. So I'm not going to go for a Dark Pulse, even though I could. Then again, the Armarouge could very well go for a Wide Guard while the Indeedee goes for a Trick Room. So maybe this is just the safer play. Dark Pulse is just the safer play. It's the... Yeah. It was the middle ground there. The whole fact that Indeedee can now go for Trick Room, I'm still complaining about this, what, 6 months into the game? Like, this is how much it has changed things. But regardless, this Dachsbun is going to do some big damage to the Armarouge. The Indeedee, I don't think, got the... I don't think the Indeedee got the special defense boost. That would have really helped it against Chi-Yu just then. But not so. Okay, so here's Hariyama. I think what might be nice here is going for yet another Snarl, but also terastallizing Ghost and going for a Dark Pulse. Because I'm thinking that what my opponent's planning on doing is either switching out Armarouge into something else, and who doesn't want to take a Dark Pulse? Yeah, no, everybody can take this Dark Pulse just as well. But very well could Fake Out or Close Combat with this Hariyama. Not Fake Out, Close Combat probably, because we're in Psychic terrain. So this should work. Nobody expects the Ghost here. Yeah, I almost feel like this is why Hariyama just isn't seen as much. Because fighting and just the other thing it can do in Fake Out, just it falls in the face of Ghost Terra. Or just ghosts in general. Remember triple Ghost Core? Like that's a thing. People do that. And now with Terra, you can run triple Ghost Core while also not running triple Ghost Core because you can just Terra one of those out of Ghost. And your weakness isn't a problem anymore. There's Drain Punch not doing anything. Expanding Force is going to hurt, but honestly not that much because Snarl has been doing mad work on this Armarouge. Hariyama's special attacks can go down. Bye-bye. Now its special Beam Cannon isn't going to do all that much work. Would you think that Piccolo is a special attacker? He certainly doesn't do that many physical attacks. I mean, he punches and kicks. They all punch and kick. But would Goku be a mixed attacker? I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and protect here. I can protect and switch into something else. This Hatterene doesn't get Expanding Force anymore. So I almost feel like just going for the Dark Pulse on Hatterene is fine. And if Chi-Yu goes down, then Chi-Yu goes down, you know? Bad take. I heard myself say it, and I'm like, no, just switch out into Tauros, lose the Tauros, lose the Dachsbun on the same turn, and then flip out into Fluttermane and Chi-Yu. I'm just buying out Trick Room turns at this point. Lowering Hariyama's attack is actually pretty sweet, too. I'm not expecting the Tauros to go down this turn. This will do damage. I'm not expecting it to go down this turn. Okay. Well, that'll do it. So Tauros goes down. I can at least switch into something that can protect. That being the Fluttermane. And I believe if I wait out this next turn, then Trick Room will be gone. So we bring out Fluttermane here. Let's just double check real quick. It's 2 turns left. That's not great. Well, that means I can't protect this turn, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Hariyama is going to go for an Iron Head on the Dachsbun. Should I really try and protect the Dachsbun? Should I switch that into Chi-Yu? Does that make sense ever? Dachsbun can always protect the next turn it comes out. But if I don't do anything, the next turn, I'm a sitting duck with Chi-Yu. So if Chi-Yu's going to go down next turn anyway, then this will just be what I do. Because there were two choices there. I could either go for a second protect with Dachsbun, or I can switch out into Chi-Yu, let Chi-Yu go down to an Iron Head. Oh no. Oh, they attacked Fluttermane. Oh, that's bad. That's no good at all. Yeah, attacking the Fluttermane was a good idea, wasn't it? Well, I guess I can just go for broke here and go for an attack, but honestly, I think I might have just lost this. I can't go for a yawn because of Magic Bounce. That would have been terrible if I had forgotten that. We can go for Body Press, I guess, on Hariyama. I'm pretty sure that I just don't survive this turn. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. Dachsbun, you know what? You came out, you tried. Snarl did a lot of work on the first couple of Pokemon, but it looks like if I had just protected that Fluttermane on the first turn there that it came out, then I would have been in a bit of a better situation. I suppose. That does still break the Focus Sash. I don't know. There are probably better ways for me to have done that, but the big thing that I'm curious about is could I have brought WO-CHIEN? No, I don't think I could have brought WO-CHIEN. Not against the Hariyama. Not against the Hariyama. Yeah, that thing would have just hit me with a Drain Punch. I can't Terrastalize into Poison because then we've got the Hatterene in the back, or the Indeedee, or the Armor Rouge. All would have done nasty damage to that with their Psychic moves. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Magnezone. Yeah, you know what? Magnezone was probably the answer. Assault Vest with Terra Flying. At that point, there isn't really too much they could do. Anyway, let's go into the next game. Let's go. All right, my next player is a Series 2 player. Okay, here we go. Using the Iron Moth and the Iron Valiant at the same time, no less. Should I go ahead and bring Chi-Yu? Why do I not like the idea of Chi-Yu right now? Because of Rotom, because of Baxcalibur. Why do I like it? Because of Serena. Period. I think that's all that I really want it for. But I think I can take it out with other things. If I bring out Flubbergane, bringing out Fluttermane isn't bad. In fact, I would like to probably bring it out sooner rather than later, just in case they bring out the Murkrow. If they lead with Baxcalibur, I have Magnezone for that. If they lead with Rotom, I guess, I have Magnezone for that. If they have Serena, then I have Terra Magnezone for that. Okay, I've convinced myself enough on that. Let's move on. Olay is nice for Baxcalibur. There's 1, 2, 3 physical attackers that I can debuff there. That would be pretty sweet. And then WO-CHIEN. Is it WO-CHIEN or Dachsbun? I'm going with WO-CHIEN. I think I just like WO-CHIEN. Right? Lower. I think that's the one that lowers attack. There are quite a few physical attackers there, right? That I can just swap into WO-CHIEN. That would be pretty sweet. Then Magnezone with the Assault Vest will mean that I'm good. I think that would just mean that I'm good, right? Oops. Let's go for a Dazzling Gleam on this. Yeah, Fairy Fighting. I always have to check that one. I keep forgetting. Fairy and Fighting. So that means a Flash Cannon will do really well. But it means that close combat would take me out. So let's go for a Just go for a Terra Blast, right? Maybe the best thing here would be to go for a Volt Switch. Switch out the Murkrow. Or after that first turn, I don't really care about the Murkrow. If it's going to set up Tailwind, it's going to set up Tailwind. So at that point, just let it do it, and then what's it going to do? It's not going to go down to this Dazzling Gleam, but it's going to take quite a bit of damage from it, so... I suppose I could have just single targeted the Iron Valiant in that case, but it's okay. I'm double targeting the guy anyway. Maybe it is relevant. We'll see. So here's a Dazzling Gleam. Doesn't take out either of them. Looks like it would have taken out that Murkrow though, if Light Screen wasn't there. So that worked out well. I think Moonblast might have KO'd the Valiant, but that would have been close. Another Dazzling Gleam will take out the Murkrow though, so that's good to know. Now with Serena here, me being Terra Flying is really, really helpful. I could just go for a Protect, but I don't feel the need. If my Flutter Mane goes down, then my Flutter Mane goes down, and that's okay. But I think I really do need to Moonblast this Serena. Go for a Terra Blast also on the Serena. They're not going to protect it so that Murkrow can... I'm not going to do that so that Murkrow could go for an Air Cutter, right? Yeah. Yeah, they are. That's exactly what they're going to do, actually. But still, see, this is why we're keeping the Murkrow alive, because the worst that it can do is Air Cutter. And, like, look at how much damage that did. Not very much. It does mean that Flutter Mane is out of Focus Sash, but I don't mind if it goes down. I really don't, because I can just Terra Blast the Serena with the other one. They're just going to withdraw the Murkrow because they know that it's misplaced right now. And they're instead going to bring out the Baxcalibur. There's a Trailblaze on the Flutter Mane. That's not going to do nearly enough. This team is very speed oriented. There's a lot of focus on speed right now, and I don't know that that necessarily needs to be, you know? Anyway, we're going to take it out. But, like, you see why, right? Like, you already have Tailwind up. You don't need to go for Trailblaze. Might as well go for something like a, I don't know, Power Whip or Drop Kick or whatever just Serena gets. That probably would have taken out the Flutter Mane. I am going to protect it. I'm not going to protect it. I'm not. I'm just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam here because I don't think that Baxcalibur is going to target my Flutter Mane. I think that they're going to target the Magnezone. They could do either one. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Now it matters. So they're going to Terrasilize the Baxcalibur. Is that going to be Steel? The Ground. Okay. Yeah, that works. That look was me trying to figure out what I went for. Yeah, that Iron Head on the Flutter Mane is fine. I mean, I would have thought that they would have targeted the Magnezone because of the, you know, damage that it could do, but I guess if you're going to Terrasilize, that makes sense. Ow, that crit. Okay. This light screen is really harshing my steez. I'm going to go ahead and bring in... I guess we're going to bring in Tauros first. Now, do I target the Murkrow first, or do I just go straight in for the Baxcalibur? I think I just go straight in. We're also going to Volt Switch and just get out of here. What are the chances that Murkrow goes for another Tailwind? Pretty high. Wow. Okay. Just making sure that they can take out the Magnezone here. That's fine. It makes sense. Okay. So they might have a loaded die. They might have loaded dice, but they did get 4 hits. 4 hits took it out. But now I have WO-CHIEN coming in, so just as good. Just as good. That did all the damage I need. Oh yeah, all right, I have Raging Bull for that. Well, there goes Light Screen. Steez officially unharshed. My Steez has been sufficiently unharshed. Now I can just bring in Ball and Puff Man. The interesting thing that I never really considered is the utility of Tauros and WO-CHIEN, because both of those are rather strong and tanky Pokemon, respectively. But I never really thought of WO-CHIEN as like the Pollen Puff guy. I always thought of it as like the Leech Seed and just Protect, like the very self-serving Pokemon. But the Tauros, like I really should keep in mind that Raging Bull does take care of things, does take care of, you know, screens. Anyway, let's hit it with an Aqua Jet. Why did I go for a Aqua Jet instead of Close Combat? I don't know. I was talking. Regardless, here we go. There's an Aqua Jet. You can take that all the way home to the bank. Wait, why do you have a bank in your house? All right, let's go into game number 4. Is this game number 4? Yeah, so I lost the second one. Yeah, cool. Game number 4. Let's do it. Yes, come. Join me now. Witness me now. Let's go. I don't know what was up with all that nervous energy, but you know what? Here we have nothing but confidence up against the Indeedee Armarouge, the Golden Go, the Annihilate, Rotom, and Gallade while we're at it. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that Tauros has absolutely no business being in this game. Like in this match specifically, I don't think Tauros has any reason to be there. I do like... What did I use last time to get rid of Indeedee Armarouge? That was Chi-Yu and Dachsbun. Yeah, I like that. I do think I lost that game, but I'm pretty sure I can play it better. That might include bringing in WO-CHIEN. But does the Magnezone actually make some sense? Terra Magnezone might be okay. But there are a couple of Pokemon that just like Magnezone doesn't really know what to do against. Hold on. Is that right? Well, okay, so Terra Flying, that does well against Gallade and Annihilate, but I think I have answers to specifically Gallade and Annihilate in a bunch of other Pokemon. So let's go with these. We can bring in WO-CHIEN to nerf the Gallade. We can use it to nerf the Annihilate. It'll do some pretty good damage. Damage as in utility. It'll do some pretty good utility. Nobody uses utility as a verb. Come on. Verb? Noun? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. English. Okay. So we've got a Annihilate here. Is that... That's Final Gambit. It's going to be Final Gambit for sure. We're going to go ahead and Terrastalize that. Go for a Dark Pulse on the Indeedee, just in case. Just in case. Do I protect the Dachsbun at all costs? Must be protected? I think it must be protected. Yeah, so this turn, nothing's going to happen to my Pokemon. I'm calling this right now. We're going to make sure that my Chi-Yu just goes ghost. And what's his face? Dachsbun is going to put up his walls. Bark, bark, bark. I don't want to hit it with a Snarl because that gives it... Okay. Well, first turn, that's going to happen. It's Choice Scarf, though, right? Okay. We are in good hands here. Final Gambit. And they used it on Chi-Yu. That's interesting. So we're going to go for that. It's Choice Scarf, so it's going to have to do something else. I could yawn. I don't hate the idea. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So while they're figuring out what to do, what to switch into, I can do this. This is going to put the Armarouge to sleep. I just need to figure out my next turn. So I guess I can even start thinking about that right now. I assume that the Indeedee is going to maybe go for an attack here. It could go for a follow me, but I wouldn't really see it go for a follow me. It's going to probably bring out Armarouge here, right? Yep. You know what? It might go for a follow me just so I don't Dark Pulse that spot, knowing that this is what they're going to do. No, I just overthought the whole situation. It's fine. Indeedee goes down. Okay. We're going to put this Armarouge to sleep. Next turn, it's going to hit me with an Expanding Force, so I need to figure out what I can do against that. I could switch into WO-CHIEN, but that's a little spooky if he decides to go for an Armor Cannon instead. I could go into Flutter Mane and just tank it, but I don't like that idea at all. I do have well-baked body. I hope it hits me with an Armor Cannon. Selfishly, that's what I hope that's what I hope it does. I just want the body to be well-baked, you know? I am also faster than it, so what am I doing considering switching out here? Hey, you know what? Snarl isn't bad. Oh yeah, right. That's the thing. Dark Pulse on either Armarouge or Golden Go, really. I think I'll do it on the Golden Go. Yeah, but why? We'll Dark Pulse the Armarouge. We'll Snarl the two of them. The Bun is angry. I'm gonna get hit with a Make It Rain and what's it called? Armor Cannon. But I'm probably not gonna get hit by that Armor Cannon because I'm trying to take it out right now. Ah. Who are we terastallizing? It's Golden Go. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Terra Water, I'm not even phased. Not even phased, baby. We'll just knock out the Armarouge before it can do anything here. Dachsbun doesn't go next, I don't think. Oh, it does. Oh, even better. Even better. Shadow Ball and the Chi kind of sucks. Oh, yeah, it's good as gold. That just doesn't go down, does it? Or was that Covert Cloak? Wait a second. I'm pretty sure that was whatever. I don't have the mental capacity right now to remember. We're gonna go into WO-CHIEN because we can at least survive the next turn. And Annihilape's gonna come on back out. This is good. This is why I'm saving my Flutter Mane in the back so that I don't really have to do much of anything. I'm going to go ahead and Leech Seed the Annihilate. I'm also going to put it to sleep, I think. Did I really yawn the Armarouge and then KO it? Oh, yeah, just in case, you know. We'll put it to sleep. Put the big boy to sleep. Oh, yeah! It's doing the thing it wanted to do the last time. Okay, well, it's gone. Now it's just guy versus guy. Oh, too bad. I went for a yawn. One would think that it wouldn't want a Final Gambit at this point of the game, but, you know, it's fine. I'm yawning. It's going to do nothing. It's good as gold. Oh, nasty plot. That plot is nasty. I have 2 hits with my Flutter Mane, though. I am not worried. Let me just say this right now. I am not worried. Flubbed a couple of hits there. Could have done a little bit more damage, but we are just fine. We're going to go ahead with a Moonblast here. Moonblast and a Body Press? I guess a Body Press, yeah. Big ol' hit on the Golden Go and the Body Press. How much damage does that do? That does a little bit less than Moonblast. Funny enough. Isn't that something? Anyway, Flutter Mane lives at 1. We win the game. I like those, the pressed buns. Yes, it's very good. It's very, very nice. All right, so now we just go for a Moonblast. We clean up the game. Winning by the skin of our teeth, but completely as expected. All right, folks, that was fun. That was fun. 4 games. 4 games today. was fun. 1 loss, 3 wins. Had a loss that I shouldn't probably have done, but we take those. That's fine. We take them just as much as we take the wins. Anyway, folks, let's go into the lab. Let's talk about this team, Mr. Curtastic's very, very fun Chi-Yu Dachsbun team, as I'm going to call it. Yeah, let's go. Come on. This might be a little ignorant of me to say, but is Dachsbun like a brioche? Is it like an amalgamation of brioche buns? That's what I see when I look at it, but I might be completely wrong. Maybe it's like specifically, very specifically, some type of bun that I just, do not know. Regardless, this is the team from Mr. Curtastic. It's a very, very fun team. It's got Chi-Yu, Dachsbun, Fluttermane, WO-CHIEN, Magnezone, and Tauros. It does a lot of really cool things. Chi-Yu and Fluttermane are just 2 Pokemon that cannot be rivaled at the beginning of series Regulation C right now. Chi-Yu with the Beads of Ruin make it so that Fluttermane does extra damage with its Dazzling Gleams, Shadow Balls, Moon Blasts. We're seeing a lot more people bring single target moves on Fluttermane rather than just hitting Dazzling Gleam all the time. Sometimes they don't even bring Dazzling Gleam and they just bring the single target stuff. The reason being is that makes Fluttermane unable to be blocked by a Wide Guard. Wide Guard is a thing and people bring it. Also, the single target moves just do more damage. And now that we're in a meta where people can increase and decrease their stats a lot easier than before, what with the Ruinous Pokemon or with screens, you kind of need that extra damage from your single target moves. So Shadow Ball and Moon Blast pretty good in doing some major Joe DiMaggio's. Sometimes I see Fluttermane bringing in booster energy and increasing its speed so that it can outspeed other Fluttermanes that are doing something similar and at the very least just speed tie. But this is absolutely another way to do it, where you just put on a Focus Sash. You don't need to worry about taking that first hit because you're going to live it anyway, since your Focus Sash is going to keep you at 1. And then you can hit a big old Shadow Ball, big old Moon Blast, big old Dazzling Gleam. And if the sun's up, whoa, baby, don't even talk to me about the sun being up. Photosynthesis will go. Magnezone is a very fun Pokemon. It's honestly, I have turned a corner on Magnezone in Regulation C and in Scarlet and Violet just in general. The fact that it can terrestrialize now and get rid of Electric and Steel, which Steel just like adds a lot more weaknesses to Magnezone than I think it wants. The fact that you can just switch that Terra type into something completely different, like Flying, and still have that same immunity that you, or have the immunity to ground that you are so weak to, you're then able to kind of make it your strength. Right? You go for Terra Blasts, you do the flying type damage, or you go for Flash Cannons, Volt Switches, Thunderbolts. You do a ton of damage with Magnezone. And then Assault Vest just keeps it alive. It already has a pretty decent special defense stat. Assault Vest makes it even more so. Dachsbun with Well-Baked Body is kind of like, okay, think about the reason that people are bringing Baxcalibur right now, right? Thermal Exchange does what Thermal Exchange does. Well-Baked Body is similar, but it really makes Body Press a nasty move, right? So now you're not getting hit with heat waves from a Chi-Yu. You're actually just getting real big, real beefy, hitting it back with the Body Press, taking it out like that. You can Snarl, you can Yawn, you can just protect if you really want to, but Dachsbun actually makes a lot of sense, especially with the Terra Steel. Right, you've completely, I believe, you've removed the fire weakness from your Steel if you just go into that with Well-Baked Body. WO-CHIEN with Pollen Puff, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, Protect. WO-CHIEN just stays alive. That's its job. You send it out, it reduces the attack of everything on the field, and you just suck in the damage. Or if you're not bringing WO-CHIEN, you bring in Tauros with Close Combat, Aqua Jet, Raging Bull, Protect. I think there was one game, just thinking back right now, I think there was one game where I brought out WO-CHIEN and Tauros, and that's not the thing that you're supposed to do with this team. That is decidedly not the thing that you should be doing. Because if you send out the Tauros, your Tauros does have the reduced attack, and the Close Combats, Aqua Jets, Raging Bulls, which is the whole point of having Tauros there. It's 3 out of 4 attacks. It does even less, right? You don't want that to happen. So sending out Tauros with Magnezone or Dachsbun, Fluttermane, or even Chi-Yu is just the better play. Don't send it out with WO-CHIEN. But WO-CHIEN does have all of the healing type moves: Pollen Puff to heal up your allies, Giga Drain to heal up yourself, Leech Seed to heal up yourself over time, and really just whittle down the opponent. It just has major defenses. It's really, really good. Anyway, folks, that is this team. That's the team ID. The Pokepaste is down in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this. Folks, leave a like if you do. Remember, you can go and post on our Discord with your own teams if you want me to go and use them, or if you want to use our team if you want to use your own team in a more competitive setting, you can do that on Patreon, patreon.com/Pokesports, where we're going to be having the league, our next tournament, coming up really, really soon, next Saturday, I believe. Anyway, folks, that's been me. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.